evening, everyone. How are you all doing?
Look at this thirsty bitch. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, I understand. Look at me. We're just thirsty all. Good evening, everyone. I love being on vacation because it means I'm drinking on all streams. So,
Yeah.
just whilst I'm in America, I'm going to be drinking on definitely all streams. Although, Wednesdays, sometimes I have a couple glasses or so. Is my drinking coach here? Ian, or
Ian, I
Staccato?
haven't seen Ian in 18 bazillion years. I hope Ian's doing
He's on
okay.
vacation.
That
I think
bitch.
still.
Who said he was allowed? Sorry, I have to fix my millennial poop. Who said he was allowed to go on vacation? I don't remember having that discussion. I don't remember him asking for permission.
As someone who goes on vacation a lot, I get it.
Mhm.
And I'm extending my vacation just a smidge because I'm going to be going up to Wisconsin next week.
Wisconsin. Is she gonna go up to Wisconsin, eh?
Wisconsin. So who won the fart blanket? Who do you think won the fart blanket?
Kara.
I just sent it. Kara. Well, she kind of laid in it for a little bit, so I guess that's a form of winning. I sent it out today. By the way, your mail is really screwed up. I don't understand this. So I go on Tuesday to send it out because eBay said the due date was Tuesday. And to send it out, because I didn't put it in a box, it was $190.
Because of the size
UPS.
and weight, yeah.
Okay. So I was like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. So, and then she goes, but if you go buy your own box, you'll save $30. Excuse me, you're going to charge 30 bucks for a box?
Yeah, that's weird. That's expensive.
The audacity, UPS. Ooh. So,
the post office might have been cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah, no. So today, which was, the next day, I was searching postage and whatnot. I found a box, the perfect size for it. I got shrink wrap and vacuum sealed it so it was a little smaller, and went to USPS, which I learned today was United States Postal Service.
Yeah, it's like a You'll pass that on the exam. I call it USPS. Yeah.
And sent it out. Guess how much it cost?
$60.
34.
Ooh, that's even cheaper than I could have hoped.
It was actually more expensive than what I had charged, but I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal. Compared to what I was going to maybe pay.
Well, that, and also what you were thinking was also Canadian. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's a whole, and you never know unless you have a scale at home and a box at home. Like I'm trying to still sell my Star Wars Coach bag I have, but I posted it. I got a bag for it, put it in the bag, put it on my weight scale I use because it registers for a brief second, and based it off of that. You have to to really get it accurate, and not a whole lot of people go through all that. Okay, it's a lot.
Well, if you do the online, get the label, I think it's cheaper, but I'm not sure. I'm not American, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but then you'd have to know the exact measurements, the exact weight, the exact everything, and that's where it's hard, especially
it gets a little
kind of a pain in the tushy.
Yeah. Anyways, that was one problem I solved. Oh, Staccato, you did not have to do this. By the way, Staccato on the blanket. I didn't want to say unless he was going to say this. For $50 as for shipping. Thank you, Staccato.
Staccato, yay!
Thank you. Oh my gosh. And then while we're here, I guess we'll go with these as well. Cake and Cork for 5 says, what do you call the knight who loves to scare people? Surprise. You laughed when I read that one. Thank you so much. Tugs obviously is not entertained.
I like that one. Hey, hun. Wait. What do you call the knight? Where'd it go? What do you call the knight who loves to scare people? Surprise. He's like,
nope. Psychotic Mongoose has gifted a Poor Choice membership as well. Thank you so much, Staccato. So that was problem number 1 that I had today. Okay. So the second problem I had today was I was going to go and get my car oil changed. I had 100 to 200 kilometers left before I need to change my oil. But to get back to Canada even is just 1,200 kilometers. So didn't drive that with the, bad oil. So I went to go get an oil change. Everything's fine. I have to say, getting my oil changed in the States is more expensive than back home. And whatever. Maybe a 6 grade.
We still not recovered from COVID, although I think people use it as an excuse now, but labor is the most expensive freaking thing.
So oil change, I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna go home on the way home, and this is gonna be amazing. They close the hood, and I'm getting this thing on my dashboard that says hood ajar. And I go, okay.
Oh, no.
And so we checked the front, it was closed. And then, so I was like, you know what? Let's just go to the dealership, because if it's not closed, I don't want to die. Okay.
Yeah.
Hood come up, die. And so the dealership's like, we don't have time to look at it today. I'm like, freaking kidding me? So I went to another dealership. Oh, we don't have time to look at it today. I'm like, why did I do this? So then I called up like maybe 8 auto mechanics before I found someone who was free to even look at it today. That wasn't in the evening. And I had the most butch, nice girl ever as my mechanic. And she was so sweet. I have to say this, that being in the South, there is, that could rip your paint off too, by the way. I'm just worried about that. Being in the South, I think it's the accents. They just sound so nice when they're talking to you. And I just wanted, after when she told me, like, the latch will close. So apparently someone had sprayed lubricant in the latch, and it like dripped down to where the sensor is at the bottom. And so the sensor is sensing it's not closed.
Who does that? Why did you
I don't know.
I don't know. If it was an accident, but then you would think that you would just wipe it off. Like, oh shoot, I bumped the thing and it sprayed.
I have no idea. So it could have been any mechanic that maybe came up on this issue and thought, oh, if I put a little lubricant, I'll be fine. So she's like, yeah, you're fine to drive home to Canada, and I highly recommend going to your mechanic, and then you'll have to get the thing changed, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I love you so much.
Just clean it. Just get the lube off. It'll be fine.
Oh, interesting. Believe in yourself says that's old school.
What's old school? The lube stuff?
Apparently, yeah. I wonder. So when I initially bought the car, my brother did say there's an issue with the latch, and they said they fixed it.
Well, that might be the fix. We'll just lube it up, guys. It's fine.
Yeah. So I don't know how much the component's going to cost to fix, or if it's just a cable. More things. It's just annoying. Now I see the red thing there. Safe. Stop. Close your hood. It's closed.
Oh no. I would be so scared driving, especially if the winds pick up.
Well, it's flush. It's closed. I tried pulling it. She tried pulling it. She got her big coworker to try pulling it up. It's fine.
Oh, good.
I'm not worried about that. It's just more of a, so believe in yourself says the lube. I worked at Canadian Tire Pit Shop in high school.
Interesting. I can't personally say I've heard of lubing up the hood latch, but
I'm glad you clarified.
I mean, at least we're oiled. Okay, there's that, I guess.
But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm gonna be able to go home. It'll just be maybe another 2 weeks before I fix that.
That's fine. As long as you make it home in one piece. You can, that kind of thing you can wait. And like Davina said,
it's so hot here. Driving to different places, getting out of the car, talking to people. I was so tired.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm not used to the South heat. Oh my God.
Poor thing. Oh no.
I know. Tugs, come cuddle me, please. I need a cuddle.
I will drive. I'll drive right now. Let me see. How many hours is it to North Carolina? I'll be there in the morning. Dan's unsupervised for morning roast tomorrow.
Oh gosh. I think Dan would freak out if he was left alone.
Can you imagine if I did not show up? I would die laughing. He wouldn't.
I don't think he would actually start the stream. He'd cancel it himself. Oh, oopsies. Okay, so Cajun Corey, thank you for the $5. What do you get when the sunrise bends over the crack? I'm done. Tell that one to Duke. Sorry for the reused joke X-ray. I don't remember it, so it's fine.
For you. What do you get when the sunrise bends over the crack of dawn? That one made him chuckle. That one made me get a chuckle on that one. Well done.
Oh God. Tara Crystal says for $35 or for $350, you could replace the hood sensor.
Oh.
What a deal. What a steal.
Change.
No, when I got my car, I got the insurance package for it, so they might just cover it. I'm not
it might
sure.
be covered. I got the extended warranty or whatever for mine too. Yeah, in case something kaputs.
Yeah. Because they do a lot of stuff for free, which I mean, what if I don't get any of it? Then I'd rather, had it just in case I had to need it. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, how are we doing? How are you? I miss you. We didn't see each other yesterday, so
I know. I didn't get my scaries on. Rude.
I know.
Rude.
I apologize. But you know what?
Okay.
Maybe it's a good thing because I needed some time after us two playing by ourselves last week.
We did great. What do you mean? We did fine.
We did 2 maps that was supposed to be 15 minutes.
It took us 2 hours, but you know what? We did it. We did it.
Yeah. I'm proud of us. In a sense.
You drove, you emceed a whole comic thing panel. Okay. We did both of those things. I made carnivore bread. We spent under $100 at Costco today when we went grocery shopping, which I think personally should be an entire life trophy system. There should be an Xbox achievement for that pops up above your head. $60 was spent at Costco, which I didn't think you could even spend that little. So, it's a good week, okay? Let's round of applause. I got a big old box from Tara Crystal, okay, that I'm going to be opening at some point. I have a plan for it. I have a plan. Anyway, it's a good week. We didn't die in Outlast Trials. We don't need no man.
What if I want a man?
I didn't say I didn't want one. I just said we don't need one.
I like how both Duke and I had the same response. Essentially.
He was like, "Oh, I'll remember that. I'll remember that."
All right. Let's get to some of our topics. Now, last week,
we have topics.
We had a conversation about Bonnie Blue being on Andrew Tate's podcast, and apparently this promo. So at some point, we are going to force Tugs and I to watch this.
Oh, it hasn't dropped yet? I was about to be like, I didn't know it dropped.
It might have. I just haven't listened to it. I'm not willing to yet. We have time.
That's your drive home. That's your home.
Maybe. I think I will be so angry I'll stay awake. That's the good thing. So all right, let's see their promo for this.
I think we should do a breeding competition. We'll see if you can get a girl pregnant quicker than I can get pregnant.
I mean, that'd be a good competition. I think
So do you think?
I think she's gonna lose.
I can't stand this man. I'm sorry.
Guys, we should have a breeding competition. See who can get pregnant first.
Andrew Tate won't leave this earth.
Who do you think would win? Out of curiosity, Tugs.
It depends on if she's on the pill.
Okay, well, if she's on the pill, then obviously he's gonna win.
Yeah, if she's on the pill, it you'd have to be. I mean, there are cases of women getting pregnant right away, but the general statistic is about a month before you can even really think about before everything balances out. At least a month. I mean, who knows? I don't know what her genetics are. I'm just going off stats.
Me neither.
So.
Me neither. All right.
And I mean, it depends on the time of month. Like, I mean, because you know as well as I do, we're only really fertile like 3 or 4 days out of the month. So,
well, you technically, you could probably extend to 5 days because if you do have sex 2 days ish beforehand, the sperm can live.
Yes.
So technically,
there's a window. Yeah. So we'll see.
So, let's go.
So do you think you're a good role model for women?
I'm a clear example of what women have fought for years.
I mean, didn't we read an article last week how this is the end of feminism? She's technically right. Not arguing it.
What they fought for? I mean, is that
It
what they fought
wasn't
for?
what they fought for, but it's the end result of what they fought for.
It is the end result of what they fought for. Yeah. I mean, it was only going to go one direction. One direction. I managed to get okay.
Well, there's multiple holes, so maybe at least 3 directions.
Wow.
They are though. Women are stupid.
They're stupid. So Bonnie's just the smartest. She's the Wall Street banker of this whole shit.
Why are they
Okay,
yelling?
so do you
I think he always yells, though.
God.
She's the Wall Street hoe. I mean, I think it's kind of funny that most of this is technically correct. I'm glad she understands. I'm glad she understands.
Yeah, I wonder if she also went on there just to, and I mean, I would, if I even believing the way I do, if I ever say yes to something like this, like take me out immediately, like Old Yeller style, but if I ever, for whatever reason, be in this situation, the trolling, I would wear my most revealing outfit on purpose and be like, I look good, I'm a 10 at my overweight status and just mess this man's mind.
Oh my
I would
God.
troll him so hard on purpose. I can't. Well, you know what? Elon wants to go to Mars. Take Tate with you and launch him out the escape pod. See how long he lives. He's an alpha male. He should be fine, right? Right. That was me.
Anyways.
You vote.
No.
Okay, she's perfect. This is the kind of women we need. This is done.
So Bonnie's a hoe.
I don't want to insult Bonnie Blue.
You can't insult me.
I mean, you called her a hoe when I last talked to you.
No, I said she was a whore.
I mean,
Ho, whore.
Say potato.
It's all the same at the end of the week, I suppose, with them two. I really actually like these clips. They're amazing. Not sure if I like the transitional music.
Oh, I
Sounds like
love,
someone's
honestly,
plotting.
that trend started on TikTok and some of the stuff is really funny, but yeah, it's usually this kind of stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
if you had an 18-year-old son, would you send him to me on his 18th birthday?
No.
So serious. Right, Rob, on your son's 18th birthday, I'll be stood on the driveway with a balloon and a happy birthday card. I'll take his virginity, but I'll take him to a safe, controlled environment. I'm not going to cry rape the next day.
Rob, you should do it.
Okay, would you send your son to Bonnie, age 18 birthday?
I don't need to, but you need to. Like,
Andrew, I do father and son as well.
do you?
Yeah.
Ew! Ew! Ew!
Look at him immediately be like, oh, really? Look at him. Fucking. Bleh. I'm Andrew Tate.
Oh my God. Ew, 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 ew.
I'm doing this. With my
Do you
hair.
know who did that kind of? Which Cyrus girl was it? Not Miley, the other one.
There's
the
more than one
sister.
Cyrus girl?
Yeah. Okay, so Miley's sister started dating the guy from Prison Break. And then the guy met his mom, Dominic Parcell. He met his mom, or her mom,
Mhm.
and then ended up getting together. Noah, I think it's Noah, yeah. Can you
Noah is a
imagine doing
guy.
that switch up? Dominic Purcell. Oh my gosh, no, I gotta show you. Once you see him,
I'm so confused. Noah Cyrus is a boy, so he's gay?
no, girl, this is the sister, Noah.
Noah
Dominic
is a
Purcell-
man's name. Why
Oh
is
my God.
your sister named Noah?
To mom. No,
Is Noah not a man's name? Am I crazy? Am I living in a
well, there's
twilight?
Noah, but there's also you can name girl, boy names, you know.
I have never in my life heard of Noah. Riley, sure. Noah? Ever. Never in my
Oh
life.
my God. Okay. So Noah, Cyrus, and Dominic are Purcell relationship. Okay, so it comes up here. What did I do? What did I do? Stupid
You know
Google.
something.
Let me share this. Okay, this is just on the Google AI search. Noah Cyrus and Dominic Purcell were reportedly involved in a brief on-again, off-again relationship before his current relationship with her mother, Tish Cyrus. Tish and Dominic were married August 2023. Noah was reportedly
Oh no,
offended
the
by her
other one
mother's...
is gay. The other one is gay.
What are you talking about?
Prison Break, right? Dominic Purcell, isn't he in Prison Break?
Yes.
Okay, his
So who's
partner
gay?
in Prison Break is gay.
Oh,
That's
in
what
real.
I was thinking.
Oh my
In real
God.
life, yeah. In
What
real
are you
life.
telling?
That's why I was confused because Noah is a man's name.
From a dog. You're really on this Noah man name thing.
Well, you
No,
can
thank you.
imagine if I didn't even know Miley Cyrus had a sister, and then you're like, her name is Noah. Immediately, I was like, no, that's a guy's name. Therefore, he's a guy.
No, no. Oh my gosh, we're still on this.
Oh, it's a guy's name.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Anyway.
who's gay? The other guy in Prison Break.
The guy in Prison Break, not Dominic Purcell, the other one. Although Dominic Purcell's taste in women might also mean he's gay.
I mean,
that's a whole other...
it's kind of weird to do the switch up from a daughter to mother or even mother to daughter. You know, I think it's a big red flag to do that. And same thing with the men here.
Maybe
okay?
Here's a plot twist. He was after Tish Cyrus the whole time, and Noah with her boy name was the ploy.
You can't blame Noah for her name. You blame the parents, who also we can blame for stealing her boyfriend.
The guy ever, the Cyrus family in general, their parents have quite a lot to answer for. Yes, yeah, that's actually very true.
So there we go. I feel bad for Noah the most.
Her name sucks, and her boyfriend got stolen by her mom. Jeez.
That's crazy.
People have jumped off the cliffs for less. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Brother and brother?
No,
Double
no way.
penetration?
Ew.
You're not trans, and I knew you weren't trans. 100%.
Is that because you've had multiple wanks?
No, it's
Or
you're
is that
not
because
trans.
you left this at my last event?
Wait, look at that.
Oh, you don't want to touch it? I thought you might be thirsty. You want to rinse it for cum?
Ew. Did we just really hear that?
Okay, you know what? This might actually be really entertaining. I may root for Bonnie on this one. She may put him in the most uncomfortable. He might backhand her, though. She might want to be careful.
She might like it, though.
That's fair. Usually to get paid.
Bonnie. Rob, the world's fucked. They're all like this.
I don't think they're all like this. Bonnie is a very special person. I think she's really great at marketing, but
My brain
also
hurts.
still gross.
I don't have enough wine for this. And we got wine today at Costco.
But like also the brother or sister thing. Also, I find that gross too.
I mean,
When they say keep it in the family, that's not what they mean.
I love how if you go back and watch that, she's like, I do father-son combos, and Tate was all perked up about it, like, oh really, really, I really you do father-son combos. But the minute she was like, I also do brother, and he's like, no.
Yeah, because Andrew has a brother, so
yeah, like, no,
Interesting.
that's too much. That's too much. Oh, no. I'm Andrew.
as the only girl in my family, immediate family. I'm glad that's not even an option because I do think that would be kind of weird to see your sibling in that situation. Ugh. No.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but yeah.
So,
Please, I can guarantee you. I will put money on it that Andrew Tate and his brother have hooked up with women in the same room.
guaranteed.
At the same
was the
time.
light off though? Was the light off? I feel like I would need the light off.
I'm going to go
I
with 50-50 because I think somebody is kinky enough, and I'm probably Andrew, but I don't know anything about his brother. One of them, maybe both of them, is kinky enough to have the lights on. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. I put money on it. Money.
So I'm looking at this. The full
Nightmare.
video, 2 hours and 28 minutes, 57 seconds, is on YouTube on Rob Moore's channel. It released 5 days ago. We're going to have to watch this.
Why?
Ew.
I agree with you, Nightmare. I 100%, absolutely. Yeah, I
Think
agree.
so? Real hard?
I agree.
I
100%.
don't. No. No. Please don't make me think about it anymore. I feel dirty. I just showered too. Okay. Now I need another
Oh
one.
well,
after
you
that.
should listen to it before you shower and make Kara listen to it with you because I would love to hear her.
Oh. Yeah, Karen, before I
Kara!
leave, listen
know
to
you're
this
listening.
disgusting.
I also would love Jeremy to listen to it with you guys too.
Oh my god, he'd be funny. Oh, apparently Jeremy has been watching legal mindsets videos on
no.
the Somali case.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
he would have good takes on that. So anyway, Andrew Matthews, member for 34 months, says, should I tell them you are a celebrity, you host events? No. That's so quinge. Guys, do you know who I am? No, not Andrew Matthews for 2 British pounds. It's nice Tate interviewing an OAP. What does that mean, Andrew? Don't super chat it, just put it in the chat. And also on top of that, it was really weird hearing people say my name just over the weekend. I mean, I know.
Shoo?
Yeah. Shoo.
Shooey?
Shoo. Yeah. So I was
Did
like,
you
wait,
answer
what?
people?
Because
Did you answer people, or did you just be like,
yes, but it
Oh.
took a while to get used to it because I've compartmentalized my life,
Mhm.
X-ray here, my name over here. So old age pensioner, says Andrew. It's like, oh my god.
old age pension?
OAP, meaning body's old.
I don't know that she would qualify for a pension just because of the amount of money she was making, but
I did think it was funny when the whole thing that she was trans came out. I'm like, I don't think, fake transitioner girl parts work that way, but hey. I would understand her doing the booty challenge more so if that was the case though. But here we are. Mr. T, member for 1 month, says the Tates and Blue collab is from the 4th dimension and it should stay there so it stays out of our reach. Please,
it should stay there.
please.
Unfortunately, it's not staying there. So shout out to Rob Moore, whoever that guy is. F you, dude.
I mean, he is very smart for making that interview happen. I think that it really works as a viral moment. Like 2 of the most like opposite kind of talking, but it seemed quite like maybe not pleasant is the right word, but less volatile than I would have imagined.
I don't know. Tate was yelling. I literally had to turn my volume down.
Oh,
I mean, I know
sorry.
he yells, and no, it's not your fault. I know he yells in general. He speaks and he yells. People think I'm loud. God, Lord.
Yeah.
The viral.
Like that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good Davina wins. That one wins.
All right. So this article, this came up and I guess it's kind of with like the LGBTQ crowd and the whole gender pronouns thing, but I thought this was very, I mean, this makes sense for Lorde, to be fair. So let Lorde do her gender broadening without invasive speculation. But the thing is, when you make it public, I'm sorry, we're going to speculate.
Here's the thing. First of all, everybody was confused about Lorde, just in general, because we're like, one, is this a 50-year-old woman? Because she kind of looks older than she is, just because of her facial structure, okay? But especially when she first came out, you're like, huh. So there was that speculation. Then it was, do we like her voice? Does she smoke? Because she's got like this raspy. And then she became really popular. And now is Lorde even still making music? I haven't heard from Lorde.
I think she is.
Since the last Hunger Games movie, not the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but the last one, like 10 years ago. So, I mean, anything to stay relevant, I guess.
Yeah. I think a lot of musical artists over the last, say 2-3 years, the stardom and power that you used to have does not exist anymore. People don't go to concerts as much as they used to. Like, look at Beyonce and Katy Perry. They're not doing well. They thought they had the same power as Taylor Swift.
My gosh. Well, here's the thing, though, too. Taylor Swift fans, and this is how you can almost prove in a way that it's a what I like to call a cult. Because Taylor Swift fans literally are on the record this last tour she did, where they went into debt. They opened credit cards. They took out, a couple of them took out loans from whatever in order to buy tickets to go to her concerts. And Taylor Swift's tickets are very expensive. They're not as expensive as Beyonce's, and they're not as expensive as Katy Perry's, but they're pretty pricey. So they literally took out, and these are from their own words, we took out loans so that we could go to this concert. We paid over $1,000 for these tickets. That's on the floor in the pit, whatever. Right. And so that's how cultish they are, because they will literally put themselves in a debt to do it.
It's
Katy
that
Perry,
desperation.
Katy Perry and everybody else, you've never had that fan base, which thank God on the one hand, like who wants that? But there was a video, I think it was Katy Perry, that I saw on TikTok of everybody in the audience like not really dancing to anything. And she's like, let's get hype, whatever as concert singers do. And it's like there's a little bit of a reality check for you because your actual fans, and it's not just Katy Perry, it's a couple of other artists have come out and said the same thing. Like, nobody was really hyped at my concert. I don't know what's going on. It's like, are we just that desperate or desolate as Americans that we don't even dance at concerts? No, beach. It's because you start charging $500 for your tickets in the nosebleed section. So everybody that's there is there for the clout, not because they actually like you.
Well, and then we also have this has never
Sponsor.
been something that they've tried to circumvent, but the people who do the resells, scalpers,
Yes.
if you just let people buy the tickets and only let people buy the tickets at the cost you sell them, because now it's oversaturated and people are like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to afford what was probably $50 to $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we wouldn't be here. Preventative measures. No, they didn't want to do that.
On top of that, and forget even the ones that don't charge extra, the fees that Ticketmaster charges is absurd. It's almost like when you look at your flight on Frontier, it's like the flight itself is like $30 for the plane ticket, and then there's a government fee of $50, and then there's a whatever fee of $60, and blah blah blah. That's exactly what Ticketmaster does, and Ticketmaster and Live Nation are pretty much the only places that sell. Third-party websites just can't handle it. So like if you're performing at a smaller theater or a theater in general or whatever, like they're not gonna be able to handle the traffic. So Ticketmaster and Live Nation are number one. They're pretty much it. You can't get tickets hardly anywhere else unless you're a super smaller venue or you're putting on like a Broadway play or something. And it's insane because the ticket itself will be, well, Chase Rice is charging $50 for his nosebleed seats. That's so cheap. Like, we're just there for the vibes. Anyway, who cares? Well, by the time you cash out between taxes, service charges, cleansing fees, depending on the arena, T-Mobile charges a cleaning fee. T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, by the way, you're looking at $50 a ticket base, but by the cash out, you're looking at almost 100, maybe even more, depending on where you're at. It's so stupid. So on top of that, you have people like Beyonce, who I literally watched with my own eyes. Her nosebleed seats started at $350. And that was just her base, not even a VIP, not even, you don't even get a tote bag. You don't get a lanyard, nothing. It was her base ticket was $350.
That's
plus
disgusting.
all the space that Ticketmaster.
That's
it's
disgusting.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Well, here we are. Just money, money, money. So,
sorry.
Let's. Well, no. I think that it's still valid. Maybe we'll make this into a morning roast. So, if you're trans, then you probably know this feeling. You have a cis friend, they say something casually that sets off a little alarm in your head, something like, the clutches of femininity feel like a trap, or I just feel like Sophie's music really speaks to me, or I read a lot of queer writers, something that might compel you to holler, this whole thing smacks of gender. I've never heard anyone say that.
Smacks of gender. What?
I mean that phrase, not just that in general.
This whole thing smacks of gender. What does that even mean?
This smacks. Who wrote this article?
What?
Victoria Boyko.
The clutches of femininity feel like a trap. What?
I've never heard anyone say that either. Maybe this is a Cali thing. Anyways, that's how I've been feeling about the musician known as Lorde lately, especially since the queer writers bit is something she said verbatim. The pop singer recently had a fascinating, wide-ranging conversation with artist Martine Sims, yada, yada, yada. She referred to her latest single, What Was That, as the first music of my rebirth.
Okay.
Oh, good. Cringe. I'd come back from London to New York after this period of great turbulence in my life. She said becoming single, but also really facing my body stuff head on and starting to feel my gender broadening a bit. This is the type of thing where you hear stuff like this and you understand how JoJo Siwa felt like she couldn't be straight.
She's a little old for that. I think we're about the same age. Oh, well, I know. Actually, I'm probably wrong. I think she's She might not be. Hold on. Before I put my
Is she
clip
like
out.
late
Oh,
20s, early
she's
30s?
late 20s. We're 10 years apart. She's 1996. You are old enough to realize that. Okay, whatever. It's
Mm. And this is the thing. Now she's putting herself into this niche reading market. She talks about her album writing process, begins with reading. And now, while working on her album Virgin, she did a lot about the body in different ways. As mentioned, she said that she read a lot of queer writers, although she didn't specify who the writers in question are, who would obviously love to know more. Are you talking fiction, poetry, trans, memoir? Is that a category you can have?
It
I
is
have a
now.
lot of memoirs from trans people. Interesting.
Apparently. I'm so sick and tired of all the book people being obsessed with what their writers are and who they are not and all this stuff. Like, bro, I can't. It's exhausting. Who cares?
I think that art is art. It shouldn't be dependent on other people. It should be dependent on who you are as a person making
Mhm.
this.
I
And I'm
can't tell
sorry.
you how many people I've seen on, like, I'm a reader, so I see what they call book talk or book Instagram or bookstagram, whatever they call it. And like, they're trying to cancel J.K. Rowling for obvious reasons, but then there's been authors that have come out, smaller authors, that they have, made it clear that they're conservative, and these people are trying to cancel them. Or, oh, I only read Black authors, or I only read queer. Who cares? Why does it matter? I can't. Riley Sager, big popular thriller, mystery, horror author right now, Riley Sager. Yeah, their real name is Todd, and it's a man, and he chose Riley Sager
A
as a
pen name.
because
Oh,
he
Riley's the
knew
boy name, Togs.
it's both. Riley is mutual, but that's why he chose it, because he was like, if you look at that and you're under this category, you're gonna go, a woman writer? Hell, fucking yeah, I want to read a book written by a woman. But if you don't care, then you're not gonna care. Who
Well,
cares?
you've
I don't
seen-
care. I
We
can't.
actually have seen a lot of male fantasy writers. They don't even bother. Like, a lot of people don't bother. And they started maybe using pen names because of this movement. And it's just sad, because why aren't we just letting the work speak for itself? Why
Yeah.
is it the person that's behind it?
Yep.
And
And
then
George R. R. Martin came out today and wrote Game of Thrones today under George R. R. Martin.
Oh,
I
he
don't
would
think it would
not
be as
be
popular
popular.
as it was in the 90s when he wrote it. Because
No.
it's a man writing about all this stuff, especially the nudity and the sex scenes that are in it, which is less than the show, by the way, but that's a whole nother argument. It would not have done well. It would have been like, this man trying to write women as these powerful or whatever. No wonder they're always getting torn down. No wonder Cersei can't become queen. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it would have never.
Hey, in this world, if anyone can be a leader for longer than a couple of years, good luck. Good luck.
Right.
How many times a peace did happen in Game of Thrones? To be
None.
fair.
Oh wait, I know when Daenerys died. Yay!
Well, no, Robert Baratheon had a good like 10, 12
Oh,
years,
that's
was
fair.
it?
Yeah, that's true. I know
So,
Robert Baratheon. I know.
yeah. I haven't read the books, but I do remember the time of peace for a little bit. And the start of the show was so pleasant, but you could feel the underlying tension.
Yeah, those damn Lannisters.
You never know. You never know. Why did he marry them? I wonder.
Mhm.
But I guess he did really love Lyanna. So love
Yeah.
versus what's the word for it? When you marry for politics. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, so Lorde, I really don't care about you. I think that cornering yourself in this and just reading this is making my head hurt.
Yeah,
And that's
honestly,
why I say she's gender confused.
she's gender confused because she's not relevant right now. Comparatively speaking, she was super famous and super a hit. Like, she was different. She sounded different. She was super popular. Her cover of "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" is still one of my favorites. Like,
She's got a good voice. It's undeniable.
she just kind of fell off the face of the planet, as some people do for whatever reason, personal. Her music doesn't, whatever. And now she's trying to be relevant again, and it's like, girl.
The thing is, she hasn't read the room in the sense that I feel like she's so ingratiated in Hollywood and what Hollywood stands for and the things that they like and want. but it's cornered her into a market that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I'll read this as the last part. Gender also came up in a media statement Lorde provided to Billboard, in which she wrote in all caps, was trying to make a document that reflected my femininity, raw, primal, elegant, innocent, open-hearted, spiritual, feminine masculinity.
Maybe. Yeah, masculine. I don't know.
She wants to be
those things.
both masculine and feminine.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Either way. Lorde. Oh, is this the writer? No, it's not.
Oh, that is totally the writer. That
Look
makes
at
sense.
that. He's trying to smize and duck face. It's talent. It's
Good for you,
talent.
James. I don't have any published articles, so I can't judge you. Kudos, James. Kudos.
Well, didn't you write for Geeks and Gamers for a while there?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a review for Superman. I can't wait. Honey, we have to go see Superman when it comes out. I mean, we're gonna go anyway, but I have to write an article.
I think this next article, people are gonna like this more. I say article, but it's more like a
blog
or a reporting, a journalism of some women. This is like Joyce Walls, but with a woman narrating it. It's feminine masculinity, Pedro Pascal. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
are we ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this.
Am I ever ready? Probably not.
No, you're never ready. All right. So guys, I know I have potato internet, so just bear with me.
I guess I missed this part in my personal training certification. Make sure to show people how to pull up their leggings before working out.
Have you noticed this trend, Tugs? Of girls as they're about to do whatever squats and whatnot, that they pull up their leggings.
That she says that? Yeah. And it's always the girls that look like this. Now, not knocking them, because they obviously, for the most part, look like they've been hitting the gym. Like, look at this girl's shoulders, like her back muscles. Like, okay. But yes, now that you say that. But here's the thing. I also cannot judge completely, because as a girl who has a butt, not like that, but as a girl who has a butt, that thing likes to eat clothes, okay? It doesn't matter how much you get them to fit. Now, and these girls are probably wearing way tighter clothes than I do, because I like to breathe.
They wear the pants that go up the crack.
Yeah, on purpose. So, and when you have a butt, and then you have something that's designed to go up your butt to make it look like you have a butt, it's gonna eat your shorts. You're gonna
Bart Simpson, eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts. It literally. So I can't judge completely, but also maybe don't wear the booty shorts if you have a booty. You don't need the booty shorts. The booty shorts are for the people who don't have a booty.
Look at this girl. The shorts literally do not fit her. It's going into where your butt indents, but it's got more in than you have the space for it, because she's got legs. Okay.
Yeah, well, you do. So you might have to size up a little bigger, a half bigger, or whatever. But so on the one hand, I get it. You can't escape it sometimes, okay? On the other hand, maybe wear different shorts. There are literal TikTok videos out there for everybody that are like, look at these ones that don't ride up because I've got thick thighs and they don't ride up my thighs, or they don't ride up my booty, or whatever.
Girl problems, but
ladies, there's a compromise. Okay, listen, I get it. But...
Now, because I watched this, I know where this goes. I'm just gonna push Tugs and see what things she has to say. Okay. She is very right. We all have to pull our pants up or down, depending on the item. Like these shorts, for example, I would pull down. But also, I don't wear 4 or 2 inch shorts anymore. I kind of wear 6 inches.
I literally would have bike shorts that come to right above my thigh.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to run again. So I've always had thick thighs. I've never had a thigh gap, except for when I was
I don't have a thigh gap either, which is why
so
I need longer shorts. Yeah.
The rubbing. So I wear long shorts because 1, nobody wants to see that. But 2, it helps me not chafe.
Oh, my favorite thing to do for anti-chafing. I got this when I went hiking because I was getting chafing in like this from the straps of my backpack. And then I use it now for my kissing thighs when I wear a dress. It works, okay? It really works. Anyways, okay. So let's see what else this girl has noticed that she fails at doing as a fitness influencer.
I guess I missed this part in my personal training certification.
Oh,
Make
sorry.
sure to show people how to pull up their leggings before working out.
Is the full video somewhere else? Ugh, dang it.
Oh no.
I watched this on, where did I watch this on?
This is the hard-hitting news. I watch Poor Choices.
Wow. Was this on? I wonder if this was on Brett Cooper. The full video. No, I know where I got it. Yeah. Well, hold on a moment. Hold on a
Thick
moment.
thighs, they save lives. They also will save your phone, if you're scrolling on the toilet. But they do not save you from yourself. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They rub together and they chafe.
Oh, yes.
They can't save you from yourself. But if you do have thick thighs and you're girly and you want to not rely on, especially in the summer, like the balms, like the anti-chafing balms or whatever, they're on Amazon. There is the Chug Rub patch you can buy. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. They work great and they last a couple days before you pull them off. So there you are. Anyway.
Okay, so I actually watched this on Evan Preach, the video. So we'll just thank you, Evan Preach, for having the full video.
Evan
We're gonna parse through to the sections that not them commenting, but of her actual video. Okay. If you want to see their reaction, you should go to their channel. It's a very good channel. It's one of my favorites to watch for news like this.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second.
When you actually dress.
Make sure to show people, but it's normal to pull up your leggings, and this is a normal habit. Now, I won't argue with you that it's a normal habit to pull up your leggings, but it's not normal to film yourself doing that and then post it online. This is not just a habit that just so happened to be caught on camera. It is done so intentionally. It's the lengths these trainers go through of setting up their camera and tripod, pressing record, then making sure they're all centered in frame. Turning around, then picking up their leggings, essentially giving themselves a wedgie or purposefully jiggling their glutes to flex or show off their body. And it doesn't stop there. After they're done filming and working out at the gym, they go to edit their educational and inspirational workout video. They purposely clip this moment of pulling up their leggings, sometimes even zoom in and put it at the beginning of their video as a hook to get you to watch. Sometimes it takes a whole 5 seconds of pulling up leggings before we even get to see a single part of the workout. What we don't see is them picking up their dumbbells, getting into position, or all of their reps. The unnecessary stuff. Don't make excuses for these girls. These are professional content creators. If they know how to delete a clip of the other unnecessary stuff, they know how to delete a clip of them pulling up their leggings. This is intentionally filmed and edited. At the end of the day, this is inappropriate. Instagram trainers, be honest. You're either doing this to tap into your followers' insecurities, or you're doing it for your own likes to get your comment section full of heart eye emojis, fire emojis, and hashtag body goals. It doesn't add value to anyone but you.
Congratulations, you.
Absolutely. And that's why I was like, this is the girl Joey Swoles that we need.
Yeah, she is kind of, huh? It is. I mean, it is. And it works. It's a hook. For men and for women, not, because the men are like,
You
oh,
got
that's a great body.
gooners.
And the women are, oh, that's a great body, but I want to look like that. But there are, I've seen where it's a combo where they do both. They hook you in with something like that or whatever, and then they show you the workout. So, but you can automatically spot those fitness influencers. So you're like, okay, anyway.
It's like you have
Especially
the sexualization as well as the actual information. But then this is the whole idea, like, we all could be OF girls if we wanted to, but we also don't want that attention in that sense. You know, when people are like, oh yeah, extra girl has an OF. It's my feet. Okay. Enjoy my feet.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yay.
I have it out there. They're usually out there. Am I putting booty shots of me pulling up my shorts and all that? No, not at all. And that's why a lot of the channel and time, I could have my boobs out. That's just not me though. I don't normally have them out.
Except rebuilding shelves.
But that was a very lucky accident for you guys, okay? That sweater I had on. I've worn that so many times on streams. But do I lean forward to pick up stuff? No. And have I done that again? No.
No.
So, thank you, MTB Steve. I'm so glad you all don't want to see my butthole. It's not very nice. It's probably very hairy. It's probably the only part of me that's hairy. But yeah, I enjoyed this girl. There's, I don't think there's a lot of athletic influencers out there that, on the girl side of things, that don't end up using sexuality in there. At least the ones that I've seen. Very few. And like, if I were to become a fitness influencer, sure, maybe I would wear a form fitting, but the rule is either show off your butt or your boobs. You can't do both.
Yeah, it's like when you wear like a low cut top, you want your hair down, or if you wear a high neck, you want your hair up. Like, so it's, or if you have like a short skirt, then maybe you pair it with a longer, more loose fitting top or whatever. Like, yeah, there's always a balance. The rules.
Yeah.
Rules
Like,
101.
I'm not wearing shorts with the sports bra. That's not happening ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, I don't think I would wear a sports bra in general on Instagram, but you can count me corrected. I might be so fit one day that I want to do that, but it's not today.
Yeah. I'm not knocking. If I had the body, I would probably dress a little bit more. Like right now I'm in baggy shirts a lot because I'm uncomfortable, and stretchy pants. I wear leggings. Like I have to force myself to wear other clothes. So, when at my skinniest in my adult years was 2017, I was wearing the sports bra. But even then, the sports bra is longer. It comes down to almost above my belly button. It's not like this cute little V-neck, whatever. It's an actual whatever. And I would wear that with my leggings, my workout leggings that are capris. I wouldn't wear them with booty shorts. You know what I mean? But I was wearing those when I was skinnier and working out that way and whatever. So I mean, I can't judge them completely, just because I get it. I've been skinny and I've been chunky, and like the difference, the clothes that you wear and the clothes that you want to dress up more, you want to wear more cutesy stuff, you want to more form-fitting stuff or whatever. So like, okay, I get it. But also if you're trying to be a fitness influencer in the sense of you're trying to teach women how to build the booty or the back or the arms or whatever, it's not necessary.
It isn't necessary.
So
but,
I don't know.
You know what? Maybe I will forgive you if you lived in the South right now and you were working out in this damn heat. I would not want to wear pants. Okay, this place is disgusting right now. I need like 2 showers a day type of place. Disgusting. So, yeah. Andrew Matthews, you're right. Sports bras are too tight. How do you know?
They can be. Oh my gosh. The ones I have aren't. I love them so much. I got them at Ross. And it's been a while since I brought them with me inside the trailer instead of putting them in the storage unit because I was so confident that I would fit them again. Anyway, we're getting there. It's fine.
It's not that I don't have AC nightmare. I'm not used to the South, and I'm in North Carolina right now.
You know what? You know what Extra Girl needs to sounds like right now? She sounds like all those British people complaining about their heat.
No. So the 2 times I went outside this afternoon, evening, it's like I went outside and my glasses fogged so quickly. I'm like, I'm blind, I can't see.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad we are in AC'd house, okay?
Oh, it's only 77 degrees there. It's 79% humidity. You're
It was 36 in my car earlier. So that's
Bless you. It's gonna be in the high 80s,
almost
low
100.
90s the rest of the week. You guys are fine. It's not even
know what?
100 yet.
I'm glad we're here in the south because apparently in Canada it was 48 degrees one of the days. So that's like 110, 120 almost.
Oof.
It's insane.
If
So
it makes you feel any better, in July and August, it gets up that high. Well, not quite that high, but it gets up to 100, 105 Fahrenheit with 80% humidity.
That's insane. Insane.
So this is nothing. Please. This is winter weather.
I mean, that's why I understand the snowbirds, which is in Canada, you have a lot of retirees going down to the States during the winter, coming back home for the summer.
Yeah.
Which
Same with the
the
East Coast.
opposite is the firebirds, the people who usually reside down the south. Of course, Americans. So yeah. I learned about that from Melissa because she obviously I was on the trail today at 91.32. That's nothing compared to here today. Yeah, training outside in hot degree weather. I mean, like, look at the Asians that do like Muay Thai out in like Thailand. They do good.
When I get back into my running where I was years and years ago, which that's my goal. I want to do outside training because back in Vegas running outside, it was hot, but it was not the humidity is. And I would like to do another Run Disney race in Florida and not die. That's my goal.
One day. One day. All right. So this let's see this super chat here. Andrew Matthews for 2 British Towns. Tugs tagged you on X a thigh gap video.
Okay. Thank you. I will check that out. Thank you.
Okay, so this is our last video before we go. I thought this was funny. So this happened on whatever podcast. So 100-pound woman believes she can pull a full-grown man down by putting him into a chokehold with her Krav Maga skills. Let's see how this goes. Just out of curiosity.
Is this allowed?
What the?
No, you can't do it.
I've gotten into Krav Maga, and it's based off of defending yourself in real-world events. I love about it the fact that I know if someone came and attacked me, that I could likely handle myself.
Hold on, how much do you weigh?
Like 100 pounds.
When you say you could handle somebody who, like, you're talking about like a...
I can pick up a 180-pound man and throw him on his back.
I believe that she could probably pick up a 180-pound man. I don't believe about throwing him on his back.
I don't think she can. I think that's her Krav Maga class, and they do it on purpose.
Because if you did the dead weight thing, sometimes even like 200-pound men can't pick up a 150-pound girl, depending on how you.
I mean, she could probably deadlift it. Listen, I will tell you this right now, women. My highest deadlift weight was 200 pounds. I didn't do it very much. It was like 2 reps and I was done. But that was my highest. I could not pick that up and slam it on the ground. I could pick it up like this, like a deadlift, right, from the ground up, but I couldn't pick it up over my head and throw it.
But this is the delusion of her.
So I guess we end up seeing and I'm way more than she does.
Yep. Let's see what she can do. I'm curious on that, and I purposely did not watch this video so that we could see it happen.
Yeah. I swear to you, take a knife from a guy, I can take a gun from a guy.
It's like those videos where they go out of their way to make you believe this stuff. Like, oh, you can do this. Oh, I'm going to try and take a knife at you. And they don't fight back the way that normal people do. You know what I'm talking about, chat? You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is like, this is a controlled situation, much like with women in self-defense classes in general. This is a closed, controlled situation. Not saying that the skills aren't useful, because they are, but you want to find somebody or a class or whatever that's going to do a drill. Like, let's go walk down the street and I'm going to jump you from this alleyway or whatever, because that's in class. It's controlled. It's this 180-pound instructor not trying to hurt you, so he's going to let you pick him up and throw him around. You know what I mean? That's not what happens when your adrenaline's pumping, when you're in a weird environment, when you have somebody that truly wants to hurt you. Like, I'm sorry, but pew 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 would be better.
At least maybe up to 130. You might be able to hold your own.
You know
with
what
your
holds your
Krav
own
Maga
at any
skills.
weight, though? You know what holds your own at any weight? A pew pew.
Yeah. So I just want to see her try to take this big burly man down.
Let's try it. I'm not. Here's the proposal. He's giving you the best position. You have him in a rear naked choke. You have his back. You have his neck. Do you think you'll be able to escape from your chokehold?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't done this kind before, but I'm gonna try to get the leverage.
Is this allowed? What? You can't even get your arm around the
Can we watch that again?
The way he just stands up with her monkeying on his back. Like,
it's so funny. Girl, he about to toss you on that bed. That was a moment.
I'm embarrassed for her.
It's like watching your
I am
children.
embarrassed for her.
It's like watching your children try to fight your dad, like the dad. And you're like, good try. Good try.
Her best bet in a situation like that, if she can manage it, is to go low and aim for the cojones. Boom, gone. If you can even get there. And assuming he doesn't come up behind you.
Yeah.
Which he would. And he would be putting her in a rear chokehold and she's out in 2 seconds. Because she's not doing that right.
I mean,
first of all.
he also
she's so little. She's so little.
like he could have, while she's trying to hold him from behind, jump up, fall on his back, and she would have been hurt so bad.
Honestly, the way he stood up like that, I was half expecting him to like reach around and pull her like to the front. You know, like the Hulk was pulling the robots off in Ultron like this. I was expecting that.
Here, you want to see another funny?
She couldn't even get her she couldn't get her arms around him. That's how tiny she was. Oh,
look at this. Okay, we won't put the sound on, but like it's like watching this. It's like good try, baby. Like, what are you supposed to do then?
I mean, he could have easily just grabbed her feet and held her. Just like the way he had her, all he had to do was grab her feet so she doesn't kick him in the face and hold her like this, and he could have walked with her anywhere. I'm surprised he didn't, to be honest.
That was so funny. It's adorable. But you know, people can be delusional, and it just takes the right moment to teach them a lesson that is pretty hardcore.
Lord Jesus, take the wheel. That's the thing too, is that I don't think what women understand, and I fall in this too. I'm in this category too. Is we can talk all big and tough we want. Okay. Oh, I'll wreck you. I'll do this. I'll do that. Blah, blah, blah. I can fight. And when I really am in it, I can fight. And when you're fighting for your life, sure. But here's the other thing: is women just inherently were not built to hurt people. We just aren't. So you really, and this is where pew pew training comes in too. It's all funny games at the range, but women are not built to inherently on purpose hurt somebody. Men are. So when they want to hurt you, they will hurt you because that is their end goal. Women are not built that way. It takes a very demented woman as a general rule to be able to hurt somebody, right? So the stories that you hear of girlfriends cutting off parts or unaliving their boyfriends, like that's a special kind of deranged because women just aren't wired that way typically. And so we talk all this big game, but you have to be able to follow through. And 90% of the time, one, you're outweighed 90% of the time, but two, you're also out muscled in the brain. Right? You are not wired as a girl to hurt people physically that way.
Yeah, you know? I was gonna say, I hope I hear that caveat.
Well, women, yeah. Physically.
Well, not the government per se, but I would say mental warfare, which might be the use of government at that rate. How many times have you seen women do takedowns? Gossip Girl was a huge part of this. You take them down by stripping them of social acceptance, bullying.
Yeah,
doesn't have to be physical
we're really
to
good
be bullied. So
Really good
you know,
mental stuff. But the
it is
physical
what it
stuff,
is.
it's not, I mean, to really truly want to hurt somebody, you know what I mean? Like to really for a woman to look at, and I'm gonna fight back to the point where I'm gonna kill this man in self-defense. Like that's very rare. You know, fighting back to get away, that's probably women's and generally speaking first instinct without realizing it. But to fight back and then be like to unalive the guy, that's not a thing. Whereas a man will literally turn around and take your whole life because he's in self-defense mode or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's just how they're wired. So women don't really think, and there's so many just self-defense trainings that don't realize that, and so they're teaching you this stuff, but they're mostly men teaching women, first of all, which is interesting. And so they're in the mindset of a man. Well, that's not how women are built. That's not how we're wired. That's not how we're whatever. So you have to get into the mindset of woman. And the only time I've ever seen an accurate work in her favor, and I know it's a movie, but that trainer in the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez, where she's like escaping her abusive husband and he trains her, that's the way to do it, because he gets into her head, because he's like, you're laying down now, you're scared, you've lost, because he will beat you. He flat out tells her he's going to beat you. He's going to knock you down. You're going to be on your back. You're going to get your butt whooped. He will, because he's a man and he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, whatever. But this is how you get around that. And he tells her mentally how to do it, how to lay there, how to whatever. And that's how a woman's self-defense class should go, in my personal opinion. But nobody does that. It's not, that's fake. That's TV.
It's still about delusion.
yeah, exactly. But at least in that, the trainer flat out tells her, like, you're delusional, he's gonna win, which he does. It happens out exactly the way he plays out, but because he was able to get into her head in the woman's space and be like, yep, you've been beaten down, so what are you gonna do now? You're gonna lay there in fear, or we're gonna beat that out of you mentally so that you can get back up again and run or whatever. You know what I mean? That's where it comes from, you know. So
absolutely. So I hope you guys have learned, for the few women in chat, good luck fighting a man off. Maybe you gotta take Bonnie Blue's cues.
Go hang out with Andrew Tate.
Don't do it.
He'll show you how to defend yourself, I'm sure.
Or do the thing that he did where he was before he get in trouble. But anyways, you know, either or could be either or, at least. Nightmare for $5 says Harley Quinn in Arkham Assassin doing all her
assassin
and getting launched by Batman is always hilarious. Did I say
Harley Quinn in Arkham what?
I said assassin. My bad.
Yeah.
Asylum. My bad. My bad. I English so good. Okay. Thank you, Nightmare. Now, because this is a bit of I'm exhausted from the heat. I have tomorrow to travel up to the north end of the Americas. We're gonna shorten it a little bit. So, Tugs, what do you have going on over the next?
Sorry. Morning roast in the morning. I think that's still on.
Yes.
Morning roast in the morning, me and Dan tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, Expedition 33. Friday, Fallout. And then I don't know, the rest of the weekend we're winging it. I don't know, so who knows? We'll do it live.
See what ends up happening.
We'll do it live.
I'm excited. As I said earlier, I'm going to be traveling. I won't be there for morning roasts, as well as Kara and I's gaming isn't going to happen. She's going to be playing Stellar Blade in the evening if you do want to watch something at that time. And FNC, I'll be there, and then Saucy on Wicked Virtues channel. So a little everything. I will get back to Expedition 33 eventually once I get home. That won't be for another week or so more. So yeah. I have to say thank you guys so much in chat for being here, the super chats, being part of this conversation, because I usually like having different perspectives. Or if you guys troll us, that's fine too. I love a good troll. So yeah, with me and my unlatched hood, according to my computer sensors, we'll be fine traveling home. Yeah, I'm excited to go back north where hopefully it's now a little cooler, but we'll
I
see.
doubt it. I doubt it.
I doubt it as well. Thank God for AC. Yes. I am driving up north, so y'all better watch out. What is it? I'm driving probably through Virginia's New York.
Look at me.
Really
I don't
bad
know.
with direction.
That way.
Where else? Yes, north, up.
That way.
Ah. So, everyone, thank you so much. I hope you have a very good evening, and we will see you guys next week on the next Poor Choices. So, bye, everyone.
Yay.